Since it has been more than a week now, there is a lot of updates in our project Peco. So in this video, we are going to discuss about what are those changes and updates that we have made in these few commits. And I have my friend Pius over there.
Hi Anish, hi everyone. Hope you all had a good week. So Anish, I have a lot to tell about what's new.
Okay, let's get started with what we have updated and what we have added up until now. We will not be going through the code for now. We'll just be looking at what are the changes in our project. So since the project is at very start, the project is at bootstrapping stage. So a very basic front page, a very basic front page, a background image which has an animation. When we reload it, just pop out, and then these buttons, just a basic welcome page. The main changes has been made into our dashboard page. Either it's a dashboard or get started. Whenever you are logged in, it will take you directly to the dashboard. And the very first thing is I would like to bring into notice is this user was not supposed to be here. There will be an image of the user that has been logged in. The image will be here and over there also. So for now, it's just a placeholder user. A rounded image will be there. So the first thing that I would like to talk about is this wallet page. In this wallet page, we have current balance, which has been showed up as 0 for now. This available balance, the total balance depends on what are the tokens and how much of the token that you are holding. For now, we have integrated 3 types of token. For Solana, it's a coin, Solana, and USDC and USDT. These all 3 are in Solana blockchain. So we are fetching the amount of Solana, USDT, and USDC that a user has. For a new user, the wallet will be new, so he or she doesn't have any balance. But basically, the background thing is it will fetch the amount of SOL a particular person is having, and then fetch the current price of the token, and then sum up that total to a USD. So we can try just adding some of the test Solana to our wallet, and then it will show the amount of USDT according to what amount of SOL we are going to deposit. We will look into it. For now, we will just have a brief of what visually changed. And also in this wallet page, we are having different kinds of button. For now, we are in send button. When I click into swap button, it will just change the whole content, and it will is for now it's just swap form. So there will be a form just similar to this one, and then we can select a token which we want to swap from. So the work is still going on. We have an issue created for that. And the withdraw button will also be implemented. That is still not implemented. And this one, wallet address. The wallet address is kind of a button that will show your public key. So it shows a pop-out kind of window which you can use to copy your address, or maybe you can just click the copy button and it will simply copy and show a beautiful toaster over here. So that's kind of beautiful. I always like that animation. So moving forward, one more thing that I really liked is the animation of this coins popping over. Just I will reload and it will just pop over. That was the animation I liked. And moving forward, we have also added the functionality of you transferring the amount of SOL. So basically you can write some wallet address and then you can write some Solana that you want to send, and then you can just click on the send button and it will ask your transaction password. And what is the transaction password now? So whenever a user logs in, the project will check if the user already has a wallet created, and if not, the app will redirect a user to a welcome page that will ask to create a wallet. Instead of talking, let's have a look. Okay, Now I will try to just wipe up the database, existing database, so we can see the welcome flow. I have resetted the database back to its initial position, so we will start the flow from login. Let's see. Get started. It will redirect me to login. I will be logging within one of my ID. And this was the flow I was talking about. Whenever initial user logs in, it will create a wallet and asks a user for a 6-digit PIN, and this PIN will be used to encrypt the private key of the wallet, and then it will be stored to the database. So you might be wondering, we are simply just encrypting a private key with a PIN and then simply storing it in a database. That's not secure. I agree that's not secure. So in order to prevent, or in order to make the storage of the private key, since it is very crucial, we have thought of a lot of ideas and plans about storing it securely. So that's a story for another video. But for now, to move ahead with the project, we are just simply encrypting the private key using the user entered PIN and directly storing into the database. So after this, I create wallet. It will create the wallet and then redirect me to the main page, the page we already saw. Again, zero balance. We can see our address, copy. Now let's see. There is nothing more in this section. The profile section is still need to be prepared. The profile section will include some information about profile picture, maybe user nickname, and the profile page will allow the user to edit the required information. So that's in the implementation. You can always see the project section of our repo. And same goes with the transaction also have a dummy data for now. We will be updating it soon as to include the transaction that a user makes. That also, it will also be stored in the database in order to fetch and show the recent transaction very quickly, and also to generate invoices and those kind of things. So this is why we are also storing the transaction in our database, and as always the transaction will obviously be in the blockchain. And apart from that, the basic thing, log out, hold user profile, everything is on the place now. And the home page, pretty home page that we talked about. Now the last thing that remains to showcase is the send functionality. So you will be able to send some Solana to a particular wallet. So before sending it, we need some Solana. Currently it is running on testnet devnet. So we will airdrop some Solana to ourselves. Just before that, copy. I'll just quickly airdrop some Solana to the new account. Maybe a very small amount, 0.2. Success. Now within 5 to 10 seconds our balance should be updated now. Just do one more or two refresh. There you go. So currently you have 0.2 Solana that I just sent, and it costs 25. That is directly coming from the current price of the Solana now. Since we are in devnet, it doesn't matter what is the total balance. While deploying this, we will obviously be going to be deploying it on mainnet. Now let's transfer this Solana to one of the test account. It currently has 0.007 Sol. Let's try sending 0.1 Sol. Now I will click send. It will ask my transaction pin that I added, and then we will have to wait for a few seconds. There should not be any error. That's a good sign. Yeah, there we go. Successful transaction. So since the design idea for this was not to include the transaction signature over here, because obviously after the transaction is completed, it will be going to be added in this transaction sections. So just a simple message, transaction successful. And now if we see into our wallet, our balance has reduced to 0.0995. 0.1 is sent to the wallet. Let's see. Perfect. 0.1 Solana. Now again, if I refresh it, the balance, total balance will change, obviously. $12 now. So the send function is working correctly. The remaining portion is swap that we will be implementing, and next will be the transactions thing and the profile things that are, these two are already added into the GitHub repo, and then we will be moving forward with this head. So that's all for this week. Not a week, more than a week, but yeah. So up until now, these things are implemented, and then we will see you back after one more week, I guess, with some new updates again. And up until now and ahead, you will be seeing updates in the issue section of our repository. Now, before signing off from this video, we talked about the wallet storage thing, that how we are storing the private key directly into the database once after encrypting it with the user pin. So another video will be discussing about the storage of that private key, because obviously the private key needs to be very secure in case there is any breach in our servers. So that is the thing that must be secured enough. For now, the only thing that if any breach occurs is the hacker will go have our database and then just try to brute force a 6-digit pin. So that's really not a secure way. So the next video will be discussion on what approach we can take on storing that private key. With this, we are signing off from this one.